All right, guys. So Evo is going to be this weekend, August 1st through the 3rd. Mortal Kombat is going to be happening Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time. You can figure it out through those for your Pacific Time region. And so day one is going to go from pools all the way till top 8, which is going to end around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so basically, we don't really know. Honestly, pools matches are going to be few and far between just because every single pool is running at 10 a.m. So the odds that you're going to get a specific player that you really want to see on stream is kind of unlikely unless they really like, maybe you'll see Sonic, you'll see some big names, maybe Kale in pools versus someone. But that'll probably be the extent of it. And then, some few matches here and there. And then round 2, you probably get more names. And then round 3, top 30, 24 is where you're going to start seeing all the big names and stuff competing. And then top 8 is obviously going to be the top 8 players and top 8 finishers. All right. So it's going to be streamed on the Evo 4 channel. Make sure to leave a link in the description for the Evo 4 channel and the regular Evo channel, because then top 8 is going to be happening day 2 Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's going to go until it ends. Top 8 just goes until it ends. You never know how long it's fully going to take. So, all right, we're going to go and get into these predictions. Let me bring this over here. Actually, I think that's a deal. Yeah. So I can see the chat. Bad for you, percent. Thank you. You can't hear me? Wait, what? Hello? That's a lie. You're a liar. What do you mean you can't hear me? How could you say that? You literally just you threw up everything. We can? Yeah. What the heck? You throw a wrench in my... He's lying? Why would you say that? All right. So this is the first pool. I'm going to do... we have this over here. We have the document. So pool 1. Let's say pool. But why do they do pool A281? I guess that's for organization purposes. But, bro, that's going to make it so confusing to do the full predictions. It is what it is, though. A281. I'll just do it like that. A281. Okay, so I'll just try to do like who's going to make it out of pools. So Scar's going. Ooh, I feel like it's probably going to be Scar versus Dialogue here, and Enzo versus Fluff here. Most likely is what I'm assuming. Takeda Kwan. That does actually sounds like an interesting matchup, but I'll have Dialogue and Enzo making it out winners. Enzo, and then losers will have Scar, Fluff. Getting so hard. I'll just do 4 for losers. Honestly, like I like it. Just doing everything just seems like a little much. There's some players that I don't recognize. I have no idea how much they've been playing and stuff like that. So I just feel like I'm kind of just gonna be shooting at the dartboard. Like if I see someone that's like this person is a big name and they're kind of underseeded in a pool that they're gonna probably make it out. They're probably gonna lose before this round and make it out. I'll write it down. But I would say that I mean, there always is hidden killers, someone who maybe just been grinding or someone who enters under a different tag or someone who's just, just hasn't entered a ton of events or is local to the area and just plays the game a ton and is super good at the game, but we just don't know about them. That's entirely possible, but I wouldn't be able to predict that. So we're just going to do that. I think that's for the best. Okay, is it all 80s? 82, 83, 84, 01, 02? Yeah, I'll just do the 80. So I'll do like 82. I think that makes it easier for me. Okay. We have Gur, Quamo, Darkjack, Joystick, Striker. Okay, so here I'm gonna assume we're gonna have Gur versus Darkjack. I'm not sure how much Quamo's been playing, so yeah, Gur versus Darkjack. And then Joystick versus Striker, with Striker making out winners, Gur making out winners. So it'll be Gur, Striker, Joystick, and I did this upside down. Yeah. So I'll do Fluff. Just for me, I can keep track. Scar, and then we have Striker, Joystick, and who do I have here? Darkjack. Jack. Sounds good to me. Let's go and go through it. I'll try to when we get later on, we can kind of go into like all the specifics of this match. Ooh, Eggshell, Reckless, King Gambler. That's funny. Cowboy, Kukoi, Vanity. Ooh, this is a pretty cool pool. So I'm assuming we're gonna have Gambler versus Reckless here with Gambler winners. Cowboy versus Kukoi with Kukoi winners. So Gambler and Kukoi. So 83. Gambler, Kukoi, Reckless, and no, not Reckless. Cowboy, Wound, Cowboy, and Reckless. That's what it is. I know I'm not spelling Reckless right. I know there's an X in there. I get it. All right, we're going to pool number 4. This would be cool to see. Kukoi, I don't think, is going. Oh yeah, Kukoi isn't going. You're right. He mentioned that. Still in the pool though, still seated high. Okay, so assuming instead of Kukoi will be Vanity, but I'll have Cowboy going out winners. So I'll have Cowboy winners. Way. Vanity. Thank you for letting me know. I forgot about that. I didn't think. I just like. I wish they would take people out of the pool or at least like unseed them if when they kind of confirmed that they weren't going. That stinks. Paying for the reg fee and then not being able to go. Okay. So here we have Prox, Big Zo, Sweat MD, Busman, Sizoth. Ooh, anyone here? Okay. So we're gonna have. I'm gonna say Prox and Busman winners. Yep. 84. Prox, Busman. Prox versus Busman's gonna go hard. I hope they have that on stream. That'll be sick. Sizoth and Big Zo. I'll have Sizoth, Big Zo. Sizoth is really plays a lot in the SoCal like locals and stuff like that. SoCal's a really really good local scene. They have like Kale and Han Rashid go to their locals. So we get this one is so we got Javier, Big Boy, Cocoa Butter, B Wood. This guy, this guy is from. I think this is a guy from Brazil. So I think he's probably gonna be pretty good. I don't fully recognize the name. Brazil is really really good, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's there. Oh, T-Turtle's gonna be there. Oh yeah. Renzuki. Oh damn, this Death Row. Damn, this pool has some players that I recognize. So we have Javier. I'm not sure how you dude. Big Boy's so good. I just don't know how much he's been playing. He did super good at EVO last year. He made like top 24. He was winning like the SoCal locals, like even like over like Han back not too long ago. With like Peacemaker, Farah, Omni-Man player. So we'll see. I feel like Cocoa Butter is just so good. That I'll have Javier versus Cocoa Butter and B Wood versus Danilo. But I think Big Boy and someone like Turtle, Renzuki, can make a run. I think Renzuki will probably make it out loser side. But that's all I'll have. B Wood and Javier B Wood. This is 01, right? I don't know why they do it like this. 01, because the times aren't even different. We'll have Javier B Wood, and then B Wood, Danilo, and we'll have Cocoa Butter. Cocoa Butter. Boom. Bang. Okay. Pool number 2. We'll see 02, how many peeps? And I'm getting one 380. 380. We got Snake Dough, Monty, Paper, Cut Radiation. That sounds like a name. Nova Elite. He's a good player. Hayate. Is Hayate going? I feel like I see Hayate sign up for these events all the time. And then Alcatraz. Alcatraz is always seated so high at these events. Joestar. Ooh, this is one of those pools where like, because I think Joestar's going to make it here. And we'll have probably Monty versus Snake Dough. Hayate versus... Yeah, so Joestar's definitely some... Oh, Guy 4 Cute is going to... He's not seated either? Oh my god, Joestar versus Guy 4 Cute. That is a crazy round 1 match. Not even no buy or anything. That is crazy. This is going to be an insane set. Joestar's really good. Snake Dough versus Monty, and then Hayate versus Alcatraz is what I'm going to assume. I don't see anyone in pools because like Nova, like this is like Nova, Joestar, Cute, or Guy 4 Cute are people who you'll probably see make it out loser side. Maybe even like with Nova actually might be here. Nova might be playing Snake Dough. I'll have Monty because Monty's good. But yeah, there's definitely some people that can make runs in that pool. The fact that they're on, like, I feel like if he was down here, it would be a lot different. But the fact that whoever wins this is probably gonna have to play Snake Doe here. That's rough. Unless Guy Forcute isn't going. Okay. O2 will have Snake Doe. Hayate. I spelled no Y. Hayate. And then losers we have Alcatraz. Alcatraz. And Monty. Okay. Well, 3. Let's go. Well, it said 780. I'm not sure if they added more people or what, but there was 780, 380. We have Lavender Rain, Zanzun, Zam, Pure, Lankiness, Zombie Taker. Oh, there's an Oni player? I wonder if he's just entering One Step in the YouTuber. Shout out to One Step. All right, so I'm going to probably have Lavender versus Zanzun here, and then Pure and Lankiness with Lavender winning and Pure winning. So we'll have Lavender Rain, Pure, Lankiness, and Zanzun. Okay. And then pool 4. This is my pool. All the way at the bottom. We're here. Wait, am I in this pool still? No, wait, is there another pool? How many more? Oh, God, there's still so many more pools. Oh, God, never mind. I lied. There are a lot more pools. Okay. Well, good that we started early. I'm going to have to try to redo this. Tenured Mule. That's another person I felt like it was really good. Dude, Mars and Rio here? Oh, man. I didn't know Mars was going. Okay, so we're going to have Kale. I'm going to have Kale versus Omnoxity here. And Xander versus Mars here. With Xander winning. And Rio's definitely someone who's probably going to make it out in losers. Okay, so that's what we'll have. We'll have... This is not my pool. I thought this was it. You know, if it was probably just luck, but I'm proud of my one game I took off. Lankiness and Tyranny. Let's go. I'm happy that you took a game off him. Xander. Mars and Omnoxity. It'll be Mars. Omnoxity. Okay. Cool thing. Okay. Or this is so weird how they fucking the numbers they put out here. So strange. Okay. Pool number 21. We got Han Rashid, Alex is Nasty, Tornadic, Michael Seraphan, Dark Elite. We got Chino. Go. Okay. So, is Lo and Mars the same person? Did he sign up twice? Did he sign up twice for these events? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Han Rashid, and are they like brothers or something? Maybe? I don't know. That's good. So do Chill and Leo just doing predictions. Okay, we have Han versus Alex here. Michael Seraphan versus Dark here with Han and Michael Seraphan going out. So we have Han Rashid, Michael Seraphan, Dark Elite, and Alex is Nasty. Alex is Nasty. Okay. We're cooking with fire, guys. Cooking with fire. Okay. 22. We got Nicholas, Ricky, Dexy Dog, Queen Plays, Filato, Late Rock. Too many names I'm familiar with. Okay, so we're probably gonna have, I'm assuming, Nicholas versus Ricky, Dexy versus Otto, with Dexy and Nicholas making out winner side. So we have, what pool is this? 2022. Nicholas, Dexy Dog, Full Auto, and Ricky. Losers. Full Auto, Ricky. Watch Jack got top 8. Dude, Jack is really fucking good. He definitely could. Definitely could. Absolutely. Very, very good player. Okay, we got Killer Shinnok, Mike Trolinsky, Venus, Blackery, Hyuno, Copper. Ooh, Copper Hyuno right here is gonna be that's gonna be a good one. Uni sounds this name sounds really familiar. Okay, so I'm gonna assume we're gonna have Killer Shinnok versus Venus here. 41. Did I have that right? It was 22, 41. Actually, 41. So weird how they did these pool numbers. Killer Shinnok. Blackery. Marie. I'm hungry. I'll take a double, triple deluxe on a ram. Animal style, extra shingles. Burn it and let it swim. We serve food here, sir. Burn it and let it swim. Hey, Zach, that's a funny name. And then we'll have I'm gonna have Copper here. Yeah, I'll have Copper here. That's gonna be a good set though. That can go either way. That really, really, really can go either way. And then Venus here, so we'll have Copper. I love burn it and let it swim. That's funny. Bubble bath. Wear path. Okay. Too easy, Mikalu, Zesquil, Chico, not that Chico, the other Chico, Kanimani. I don't know who Tundra play. No, you can look them up, but you can click their name on the Start GG and then probably find Toby here as well. I don't know if he said, I think he don't know if he confirmed he was going. So I'm going to assume we're going to have Kanimani versus Zesquil here. Too easy versus Mikalu with Kanimani making it out, Mikalu making it out. So we have Connie. Blue, to EZ, and Zesquil. Okay. $61. $61. We got Zeus, Gummy, Mike Garza, Hourglass, Euphoring. So we're gonna have Hourglass versus Euphoring. We're gonna have Zeus versus Mike. Zeus versus Mike. Versus Mike with Zeus making it out and Hourglass. Glass. And then we have Euphoring, and Sunny. Yeah. Like G. And then do we have anyone? Yeah, we'll probably see people from like Sunny and Gummy make it out on the other side. Okay. I'm gonna go number 62. We're getting there, guys. So the first wave. Good wave. 62. We have Rewind, 2 Trillion, Ghost, Wits, Perfect Shinny. Okay, so we're gonna have Rewind versus Wits. We're gonna get the run back. Rewind versus 2 Trillion. Run back from CEO. So Rewind versus 2 Trillion here. And he killed Emerald. Up to Emerald. Oh, Salskis as well. Okay, there's some killers in here. Some killers in this first round. Okay, but we're gonna have Rewind versus 2 Trillion with Rewind winning. Then we have Wits versus Perfect Shading with Wits winning. So Rewind, Wits, Perfect Shading, 2 Trillion. 81. We are getting there, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting there. Live and Wits. Yeah. We hate Melina though. We do hate Melina. Just overall, let's do Cypole. Shout out to Cypole. What else we got? Okay, we got Conqueror, Gengar, Caramelized Pony, plus Cyano. Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna have plus for Cyano here with Cyano making us. I know Cyano's a killer, man. Conqueror and Gengar here. So Conqueror with so Conqueror. What was this pool? 81. Conqueror, Cyano, plus and Gengar. Okay, and then there's 82. I think it finally made it. I'm at the bottom pool. Finally made it to my pool. 82. 82. Let's see. We got Sonic, Menzo, Red Nose, Poseidon, Kels. Red Nose? Why is Red Nose seated here? Red Nose should definitely be seated higher. Probably just hasn't been playing a ton of in tournaments and stuff. Red Nose is super good. But we're gonna have Sonic versus Red Nose here. Me versus Kels here, with Sonic winning, me winning. Sonic. Box. Kels, like, so I haven't played Kels a ton in tournament. We have played a decent amount online. He usually does pretty good. Tournament is definitely completely different though. I definitely think I can do it. I'm not sure. He has gone to a few events as well. I definitely think he can go on a run. That's going to be a good set if we end up playing here. That would be a really, really fun set. I look forward to it. Kels and consider dropping something on my channel. I got Poseidon top 8. That'd be sweet. Had a Twitter crash out. We sure he's still going? Yeah. He had a Twitter crash out. How bad was the crash out? It's the real question. Okay. So we're gonna go to round 2. How many wave 2? Let's see. There are 4 wave 2 pools. Whew. This is going to be a pain in the butt. I'll tell you that much, guys. To see. Okay. This is the first wave. So Nicholas versus Dexy, Han versus Michael Seraphim. That's what I have. Gur versus who do I have over a joystick? I had someone being joystick. So wave 2. CR21. We have who do I have over joystick? Who's in joystick's pool? He's up here, right? I joystick losing to the person they're supposed to play. Joystick, yeah, Striker. So it would be Striker versus Gur, then Dialogue Enzo. So I'll have Nicholas. I'll have Chalk here. Nicholas, Han, Gur, Dialogue. Nicholas, Han, Gur, Dialogue. That'll be Nicholas, Han versus Han, Gur versus Dialogue. And then in winning this, I'll have Nicholas, and I'll have Han. I mean, honestly, what happens typically here is Han loses to Michael Seraphim, and then literally is in like a top 8 qualifier, at least, if not making top 8. And loser side just wins like a dumb amount of losers matches. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, so and then we'll have Gur versus Dialogue with I'll have Dialogue winning. I'm so high in Dialogue, bro. I think he definitely can do it. I do believe. So that means those guys will go out on losers, and then this is what we'll have. Okay, we'll have like Michael Seraphim and Dexy. I'll have Michael Seraphim versus Dexy here. Losers, I'll have Seraphim versus Dexy. I'm gonna take Dexy. Well, Dexy here, losers, and then here Enzo versus I think Enzo. This would be Enzo Striker, most likely. I want to believe in Striker. Striker just, unfortunately, I don't want to be rude about Striker, but like he has underperformed offline after winning. We'll see in a second, Parker. After winning CEO Taku, Striker hasn't had a ton of really good performances offline. Enzo got 9th at EVO last year. I'm gonna have to take Enzo. I think Striker can do it. I think if Striker is such an X factor, if Striker can play like he does online, offline, he could be like contender for top 24 easy. But I'm gonna have to take Enzo there. Oh, 42. We have Connie versus I have Michael Liu here, which will be Connie. Killer versus Blackery. Ooh, I'm gonna take Killer. Snaketoe versus Hayate. I'm gonna take Snaketoe, and then Javier versus B-Wood. I'm gonna take Javier. I'm gonna take Chalk, and then Connie and Snaketoe. I'm gonna take Chalk there. So we'll have Connie versus Killer Jinot, with Connie winning. Snaketoe versus Javier, with Snaketoe winning. Snaketoe did actually get 9th at Blink. He lost to Euphoric and he lost to Gur in good sets. Okay, so here down here we would have Blackery versus Mike Liu or whoever, like Rio. Like if Rio goes down and loses where I think he's going to. Wait, where do they have Rio? If Rio's actually going to be there. Do they have Rio like unseated, right? Or they have Rio down here? They have Rio beating Mars. So that's where they have Mars. I have Mars beating Rio. So this is probably where Mars would be. So it'd be Blackery versus Mars, in my opinion. With I'm gonna take Blackery. I think Mars can do. I just don't know his offline experience how well he's gonna do. Because like some people do so good. Some people who like don't really do well online will come out and just be absolute killers online or offline. But then there's people who don't do or they don't do well online. They do well offline. They do well online. They don't do well offline. People do well both. It's like it can be under. I just don't know how Mars is going to perform. I have a hard time making him go easy to kind. It's a lot easier to react to offline. It is. It is. Okay, then we have B Wood versus Hayate. Kel's particularly going down here. I think do they have Kel's beating me, or do they not? They don't. Okay. So they have Kel's. So it'd be Hayate versus B Wood here. If B Wood seated higher, I feel like Hayate is like I don't know. Is Hayate going? I probably would have Hayate Sayano here. I'll take B Wood. I'll take B Wood just off that chance. Like it's a 50-50 for me. And I don't know if Hayate is going because Hayate like literally is like one of the kings of signing up for tournaments. Not going. No, Tweety did not sign up for this. Tweety is not going to be there. Not for Evo. He'll be at Final Combat though. Qualified online. We'll be there. Okay. So then we have Rewind versus Wits, Zeus versus Hourglass, Scorpion Box versus Busman, Gambler versus Wound Cowboy. Okay, this is what we have. Okay, so we're gonna have Rewind versus Hourglass here. Rewind versus Hourglass. Prox versus Gambler. I'm going to take Prox over Gambler, probably game 5, because Gambler goes game 5 with everyone. That is super good. Regardless if he wins or loses, it's always game 5 with this Gambler. I'll have Gambler over... Gambler here losing. So we'll have Rewind versus Hourglass. I'm gonna take Hourglass. Rewind versus Hourglass. With Hourglass winning. And then we have Prox versus Gambler with Prox winning. And then we have loser side where we would have Rewind here. Imagine if they play again. They had the run back. Oh, no, they have Hourglass. No, so Hourglass wouldn't be here. Zeus would be here. So this would be Zeus versus Wits, which I'll have Zeus. That would make any sense. Zeus. And then we have Cowboy versus Bustman. I'm going to take Bustman. Right? I mean, anyone killers down here. Yeah, there's some people that can make a run, but Cowboy versus Bustman, I'll have Bustman. Okay. 61, 60, 82. Bro, if you can beat Connie, you might have a chance. If I can beat Connie, I have to play Sonic right here. Most likely. Unless I lose. I could lose the Kells. I mean, I'm not going to say here and say, like, oh, I'm definitely going to beat Kel. Like, no, like, Kells is super good. Okay. I'll have me losing to Sonic. Okay. I think, I'll say right here, I can do it. But I'll have Sonic beating me. Reluctantly. And then Conqueror versus Sayano. So we'll have Sonic versus Conqueror with Sonic winning. So Sonic versus Conk. This is 82. Conqueror with Sonic winning. Sonic. And we'll have Kale versus Xander and Pure versus I'll have Kale versus Pure. Kale versus Pure. Pure taking it over with Kale. With Kale winning that. Kale taking it over Pure and Pure taking it over Lavender. And then we'll have Lavender down here versus Xander. Here, we'll be down here. Lavender versus Xander. Ooh, potentially Homeland or Takeda Mirror. Man, that would be crazy. I'll take Pure. And then here would be Poseidon versus Cyano. Ooh, I mean, there's some killers here for sure. But this would be me for Cyano. I'm gonna take myself. Cyano did beat me. We played in bracket not long ago, and he kind of cooked me. But it'll be all fine though. It'll be a little different. I'm gonna take myself. That would be a really really good set though. Me and Cyano end up playing. Okay. So we have Poseidon and Pure. Poseidon. Pure. And then the last round. Oh no, that is the last round. Okay, that's all of them. 81. Wave 2 wave 2, yeah, 21, 42, 61, 82. Okay. Yep. Okay. So now we're gonna go to top 24. Is this gonna have all of them, or is it gonna have two sides? Okay. No, this is all of top 24. Okay. So I'll be able to make predictions based off this. We have Sonic versus Kale. So top 24. Sonic versus Kale. Kale. I gotta take Sonic. That's gonna be a great set. But they played at no, they didn't end up playing. Did they? No, they did. They did. Sonic kind of took it. But they did play to qualify for Final Kombat, and I was able to take that. So I'm gonna take Sonic. We have Hourglass versus Prox. Hourglass versus Prox. I'm gonna take Prox. I think Hourglass can definitely do that. Hourglass is such an X factor. There's so many X factors here, but I think Hourglass is one of those ones where like he might just be winner side top 8. Connie versus Snake though. Snake. I'm gonna take Connie. Connie's just so good, dude. Connie might be the best player in the world right now. He's a winner. He's Sonic and Connie before going to Evo are literally 1 and 2 in the world. And then Nicholas and Gurr. Well, Nicholas and Dialogue. Nicholas versus Dialogue. I'm gonna take Nicholas. Dialogue can do that though. Dialogue can do that. 100%. 100%. Okay, then loser side. Okay, I'll try to make some. So we got this is where Gurr would be. This is where I have me, right? Because it has plus beating me, right? Gurr versus Poseidon. Dude, I know I can do it. I never go into a match thinking I can't, but for the sake of predictions, the losers, I'm gonna have Gurr over me. GG's Gurr. We'll see. It should be fun though. Han versus Pure. No, this is not where I have Pure. This is where I have Lavender. Han versus Lavender. I'm gonna take Han. Right? This is where I had Han losing. We're predicted to lose. Yeah, I had Han losing here. Yeah, and then Pure. Where's Pure's on the other side? Yeah, it's Han versus Lavender. Well, I'll have Han over Lavender. Han. And then this would be Javier versus Rewind. Ooh. Killer versus Wound? Is that where I would have Killer? I had Killer going where it was right. Killer. Wound. Where's Wound? Wound's on the other side. I think I have Wound. Connie is unstoppable for now. Yeah, for now. For now. Is it Javier versus Rewind? I'm gonna take Rewind. Rewind. And then yeah. Do I have Wound here? I think I have Wound here. Wound. Where is it? Yeah, Wound goes. No, I have Busman. Yeah, that's why I have Busman. Okay, so this would be Killer versus Busman. I'm gonna take Busman. Busman's so good, dude. Busman's so fucking good at this game. And then we got Gambler versus Blackery. Is that what it's gonna be? Yeah, I had Gambler losing. I think I had Blackery going out there as well. Yeah, Gambler versus Blackery. With Gambler winning. So I'm gonna Gambler. Blackery. Zeus versus B-Wood. Is that what I had? No, I had Zeus losing earlier, I think, right? This is Hourglass versus B-Wood? Yeah. So I messed that up. No, I have Hourglass winner side, so where Hourglass is where Zeus would be. Because they have Zeus beating Hourglass, right? Yeah. So I messed that up. So it'll be Zeus versus um Javier, and then Rewind versus Beatwood. Okay. So Zeus versus Javier, I'll take at Rewind there. I'll take Javier. Zeus is super good. Zeus was like in top 8 last year, so that's a tough call. That is going to be a really, really hard one, but that's who I'm going to have. Gambler over Blackery. Then we have Rewind versus B-Wood. We'll take Rewind. Rewind. Go Tornadic. How you doing, brother? Sorry, I'm not paying too much. Yeah, I want to get this through. And then we have this is where we'd have Pure versus Michael Seraphan. So I have Michael Seraphan losing where he was projectile lose, right? Yeah, and then going out. No, I had Dexy. So this is gonna be Dexy versus Pure. Damn. I'm gonna take Pure. I think Dexy got 9th last one. Pure, that's gonna be a rough one. And then we have Conqueror and Enzo. Enzo beat Conqueror last year at Evo. I think he's gonna do it again, and that was with Buff Tenchi. I think Enzo's gonna do it again. I'm gonna take Enzo. Okay, and then that means Gur versus Han. I'm gonna take Gur reluctantly. I love Han. Busman versus Javier. I'm gonna take Busman. Gambler versus Rewind. I'm gonna take Rewind. Come on, so solid. Pure versus Enzo. I'm gonna take Pure. So that means okay. That means we would have Dialogue Gur right here. Gur is where Scorpion proc. So Hourglass versus proc. So this would be Gur versus Hourglass. Ooh, Gur versus Hourglass. I'm going to take. Man, I played him on Evo and K11. He killed me. Centurion. Who was that? Too Easy's super good. Too Easy, I know he even said like, "Oh, I'm done playing it." Or was MK actually say he's basically done? So I don't think he's really grinding MK. That's why I don't have him going too far. He could make a run. Yeah, they said Too Easy's a veteran for sure. He could definitely make a huge run. I'm gonna have Gur. It's gonna be such a good set though. Gur's just such a veteran offline. Hourglass doesn't have a ton of online experience. Okay, and then we have Busman right here versus online Kale. Busman versus Kale. Might have to take Kale. Kale. I think they actually played. I think they played at Texas Showdown. Well, Busman made top 8 as well, and I think Kale took it. And then here we have Dialogue versus Gambler, right? Dialogue versus Rewind? Yeah. Dialogue versus Rewind. Dialogue versus Rewind. Dialogue versus they played just Evelyn Respawn. I think Rewind's gonna get it again. Rewind. And then we have Snaketoe, right? We have Snaketoe losing to Connie, and then here we have Pure. So Snaketoe versus Pure. Pure, I don't know. I feel like Pure just always gets so close and doesn't close it out. Like it's in these situations. I think he can do it. I know he can do it. I know he can, but I think I'm gonna take Snaketoe. I think I'm gonna take it. So that means top 8 winners it would be Sonic versus Prox and Connie versus Nicholas. And then losers should be in that order, right? Yeah, the Prox and Kale. Okay. Prox and Kale, yeah. So it should go in this order. So winners is Sonic versus Prox, Connie versus Snake. No, not Connie versus Snake. Connie versus Nicholas. Losers, we have Gur versus Kale, Rewind versus Snaketoe. So I don't know. I mean, I know Gur is obviously, I'm taking it all. You're not even going, Ludi. You're playing Havoc in Combat League. I saw that. I played you. You can't hide. You can't hide the truth. You're sitting here playing Havoc in Combat League, not even going to fucking Evo. Yeah, if Goon was there, Goon would win the whole thing. It's just how it goes. You think you can hide? Think you can cover up the traitorism is and playing havoc. Okay, I'm gonna take Sonic here. I'm gonna take Connie here. So the battle that everyone wanted. Gur, like I know Gur is such a seasoned veteran that he probably does have an answer for Lao Sector at this point, but like Lao Sector is just it seems so hard for Garrus, man. And Cal is the best Lao Sector in the world. Lao Sector, not Sector Lao. Lao Sector. So I'm gonna take Kale. And then here, Rewind versus Snake. I'm gonna take Rewind. That's gonna be a really, really good set, though. That is gonna be a really, really cool set to see. Okay, so then that means, Kale is here. Nicholas. So Kale versus Nicholas. Kale versus Nicholas. And the other side would be Rewind versus Rocks. Here, I'm gonna take Kale. And here I'm going to take Crocs. And then Sonic versus Connie. I'm going to take Sonic. And then we'll have Kale versus Prox. I'll take, I mean, I can't have Kale. I'll take Kale. And then so it'll be Connie versus Kale, which would be awesome. It would be such a cool set. I'm going to take Connie. And then with Sonic versus Connie, I'm going to take Sonic winning the whole thing. If he can get past, if Sonic can get past Poseidon, he definitely can take the whole tournament. It's my firm belief Sonic can get past that Poseidon guy. That's going to be it's a big if. That is a big if. Impossible. I mean, some. I have been hearing remnants that is what people are saying. Yeah, I mean, it's like we'll see. We'll see if Sonic can get past that round 2 matchup. If he can, then all the power to him. It would D1 Sonya to lose the set. That's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be crazy. D1 on block. Hourglass is still going. From what I hear, I don't know why they wouldn't be. I have them making a pretty big run. I have them getting 9th. I feel like that's such an X factor. If not, I would be very upset for them. It'd be really cool to see them compete at a really big tournament, really big offline. They deserve that, and literally they could win the whole thing and be in Final Combat. Hourglass versus Connie would be sick. I hope that happens. I don't know. Based on my predictions, I don't. It might, but it could still happen either way. Sit next to me and anything goes. Sitting next to me, anything goes. That's gonna do it, guys. Thank y'all so much for coming out and watching the video. Make sure to leave a like and comment if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys at the next video.